Hello guys and welcome to a new episode. Today's episode we're gonna talk about general electrical knowledge. We're gonna talk about some of the definitions, do's and don'ts. This article contains only definitions essential to the application of this code. It is not intended to include commonly defined general terms or commonly defined technical terms from related codes and standards. In general, only those terms that are used in two or more articles are defined in Article 100. Other definitions are included in the article in which they are used, but may be referred to or referenced in Article 100. Definition. Part 1 of the general electrical knowledge in the code book talks about accessible, but it applies to equipment. Accessible meaning the equipment, and meaning closed approach, not guarded by locked doors, elevation, or other effective means. This means that, for example, in an electrical room, when you have electrical panels, transformers, circulation pumps, PLC panels, anything that has electrical within it, it's a dedicated space. Meaning that you have to have a certain width. Most of the time is the width of the equipment. For example, if a panel is 30 inches, 10 feet wide, any size, that means that the width of that service, plus, depending on the voltage, 36, 48, etc., it's dedicated space. Let's continue. Next is accessible, as applied to wiring methods. And it says, capable of being removed or exposed without damaging the building structure or finish, or not permanently closed in the structure or finish of the building. This part, what basically means is you're not allowed to bury electrical boxes. You're not allowed to stucco over switches. You're not allowed to remove the receptacle and just patch the wall with the wiring buried in it. Readily accessible, meaning capable of being reached for operation, renewal, or inspections without requiring those to whom ready access the requisite to take actions, such as to use tools, specialty tools other than your regular flat screwdriver, or to climb over or under, or to remove obstacles, or to resort to portable ladders. Power conversion equipment that provides the means of adjusting the speed of an electrical motor. A variable frequency drive is one type of electronic adjustable speed drive that controls the rotational speed of an electric motor by controlling the frequency and voltage of the electrical power supply to the motor. Adjustable speed drive systems combination of an adjustable speed drive, its associated motors, and auxiliary equipment. Ampacity. The ampacity currents in amps that a conductor can carry continuously under the conditions to use without exceeding its temperature rating. Appliance. Equipment generally other than industrial that is normally built in standardized sizes or types and it's installed or connected as a unit to perform one or more functions such as clothes washing, air conditioning, food mixing, deep frying, and so forth. Approved. Acceptable to the authority having jurisdiction. Arc fault circuit interrupter, or AFCI. It's a device intended to provide protection from the effects of arc faults by recognizing characteristics unique to arcing and by functioning to de-energize the circuit when an arc fault is detected. Ascarel, A-S-K-A-R-E-L. It's a generic term for a group of non-flammable synthetic chlorinated hydrocarbons used as electrical insulating media. It is to be noted that ascarels of various compositional types are used. Under arcing conditions, the gases produced, while consisting predominantly of non-combustible hydrogen chloride, can include varying amounts of combustible gases, depending on the ascarel type. Associated apparatus as applied to hazardous classified locations. Associated apparatus as applied to hazardous classified locations. Apparatus in which the circuits are not necessarily intrinsically safe themselves, but that affects the energy in intrinsically safe circuits and is relied on to maintain intrinsic safety. Such apparatus is one of the following. First, electrical apparatus that has an alternative type of protection for use in the appropriate hazardous classified location. And second, electrical apparatus not so protected that shall not be used within a hazardous classified location. Associated apparatus that identify intrinsically safe connections to intrinsically safe apparatus and also have connections for non-intrinsically safe apparatus. Sample associated apparatus is an eccentric safe barrier, which is a network designed to limit the energy, voltage, and current available to the protected circuit in the hazardous classified location under the specific fault conditions. Associated non-incentive field wiring apparatus as applied to hazardous classified locations. It's an apparatus in which the circuits are not necessarily non-incentive themselves, but that affect the energy in non-incentive field wirings, circuits, and are relied upon to maintain non-incentive energy levels. Such apparatus are one of the following. First, electrical apparatus that has an alternative type of protection for use in the appropriate hazardous classified locations. 2. Electrical apparatus not so protected that shall not be used in hazardous classified locations. Attachment plug or plug cap, or just simple as plug. A device that, by insertion in a receptacle, establishes a connection between the conductors of the attached flexible cord and the conductors connected permanently to the receptacle. This one is a bit more obvious. Authority having jurisdiction, an organization, office, or individual responsible for enforcing the requirements of a code or standard, or for approving equipment, materials, an installation, or procedure. That is it for part 1 of Article 100, definition. Please like, share, and subscribe.